Hello, everybody. This is Duck, and welcome to another episode of Duck's World. And I need to start off by saying two things here. Here on today's episode, I went for my spring break, and I need to show you two things that I have learned about myself over spring break. Number one is that I needed the rest. I needed it a lot. It helped. It helped a lot with getting me back into the swing of things so I can produce good content out for you. And number two, I have no social life. That's right, you can probably see the beacon beams and the buffs that I have. I've got a fully done sextuple beacon while I was off. And with that, I have to say, I need an iron farm badly, and I need to do it like sooner rather than later because we've got 6 beacons all fully powered. So we got the jump boost, speed, strength, resistance, regen, and haste. And I've also got two more beacons that remember I said I wanted some temporary beacons, like they can be moved from project to project. So we got that done, and that's over in my ender chest. But I have no life, and I say that social life, and I say that because 487 wither skeletons and 9 withers later, we got what we need. But it took forever. It took so long, so long, and then I still needed all the iron for it, so I had to go mine for the iron. So I did a lot off camera, and as usual, I apologize for that. But we are basically invincible now in this base. Not like we weren't before, but we have more than ample buffs now. In case that was ever a debate, because I was still terrified, and I still am terrified of mobs. I'm still scared, but we've got beacons for days now, so we should be fine. But we're I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry I did it off camera, and I'm sorry for myself for spending all that time when I could have been spending my spring break doing other things like sleeping. But we got it nonetheless. So there we are. That's the big update to start off today's episode. I'm sorry I spent so long away, but when it takes 17 to 18 hours to upload episode 51, it kind of tells you, yeah, maybe I should be uploading with a place with internet that is the equivalent of dial-up. So that's what we've got. That's what we've got now. All the beacons are done, and probably today I'll probably work on getting this furnace array done for a super smelter. I think that's what's up on the agenda for today's episode. So give me one moment, and I will start. And this here is more proof that I need an iron farm, because getting this many hoppers and this many furnaces and chests took me so long from the last clip. The difference in time that took was ridiculous, and I am very upset with myself for not having an iron farm to make this so much quicker. I decided to not do the iron farm. I ended up quitting on it, and we need to fix that. So here in the next little bit, we'll have to make an iron farm. It is a requirement for what I'm doing in this world now. I've kind of become loud and bombastic big projects is kind of the new thing, which means that we definitely need an iron farm. But I am going to quickly make sure I have all the resources that I need, and then we'll start work on the super smelter. So I'm gonna get working on that, and I'll catch you guys back up to speed when I am ready to start working on this super smelter array. My ADHD brain got very distracted again, but I would like to say real quickly that it's very relaxing actually to have all these beacon beams with different colors going through here, because it satisfies my my little bit of brain capacity to find satisfying things. So that's what we got here. We got our little colors from our beacon beams, and I did that also so that I could signify and understand what specifically these each beacon did. So the regen one is red, and it's also the one that has speed, and so forth and so on. So that's why I did that. But more than anything, I could just stare up at the sky like this for forever. But that's not what we need to do. We need to actually like do work today. I've been doing so much work off camera. We got to do some more on camera today. So we'll do that here in a little bit. I just need to find chests. Let me find my chests because I put them in the bulk storage like an absolute moron. Now I gotta find them again. Are they in here? There's some in here. Is there more in here? Nope. There's bookshelves. All right, that might be all that we have, but we could start work with them at least, and we'll get some more later. But what we're going to be doing is we need an input with a hopper. I think we'll just do an input with a hopper. So we need to. We actually need this room actually probably 1 or 2 blocks taller, which is going to be difficult to do with haste 2, only getting 1 block taller here. But we need it taller, so I'm going to work on getting this room taller. And this room might look terrible, and it probably won't hurt to look terrible, but still. Come on, I got jump boost now. Let me get that. All right. All right, so we're just going to have to make this room taller, I think, for the input. We can put the input chest here and then bring it down. But we're going to start. So if we've got a chest here, input chest here, which I can reach, right? Yep. Hoppers. Hopper line will have to go on at this length. And then furnaces go along here. All right, cool. So we'll have to clear all this out for the hopper line, which is not too hard when you've got Instamine, that's for sure. But there, we should be able to just run this along here, and this should end up filling up all of these furnaces, like so. And then we should be able to just then take the furnace outputs and bring them down into some chests, I think. Correct? Wait, no, we need to have the furnaces one more down, because we have to have a hopper line and we have to have hoppers that like fall into the furnaces. So we need to actually have it down one more. And have it here, and then hoppers and then chests. Alright, that works. Alright, cool. I know what I'm doing. I don't have the resources to do all of what I'm doing, but we'll get to that problem when it arises. But it's boring placing furnaces just down and around, so I'm going to actually catch you guys back up to speed when I am further along. Alright, so we have the array up, and this is a shulker craft design with just hopper minecarts running along in this area, and they slowly fill up the backs and the tops of the furnaces all at the same time. And now all I have to do is I have to, with my very terrible coordination at the moment, get these hopper minecarts to fill up these chests. If I do that and that here, that means I need to go up here to fill in this chest. So I can do that. Oh, falling down. If I do that, that's powered. Okay, and then I can do that. Nope, this has to go down a little bit. Wow, and I'll show you how this works when this gets done. I'm just not very coordinated at the moment to figure out how to get this in. So if I do that and then go up, that's powered. Okay, that's good. These actually need to come down, which I can do, because they need to come up and be blocked, because then there should be a block here to get them to go down here and here, which means that the overhang for the chests should go for this spot here. No, should go here. All right, and then it needs to go here for this one. So it goes. Can't actually click buttons, and I'm sorry for the awful gameplay. And it's just this has been a hot mess of an episode. I'll tell you that right now. I'm sorry. And then theoretically, so now that it's powered, I should be able to take these hopper minecarts, throw them down here, shove one there to get it moving, shove one down there to get it moving. Move. Get out of the way of these. And then just break this. Haste is actually kind of getting on the nerves right now. Break that and break that. There. So that should be all set. So they're running along freely now. So what we should be able to do is let's throw some blocks in to test it. I've got some copper and some coal. That's good. So if we throw in, this would be the fuel. Let's get signs. Do I have signs in the storage? Let's get some signs real quick. See if we have, we gotta have a couple of those. Come on. We've got one there. All right, and I just need one more. Oh, I've got plenty here. All right, cool. So this will be fuel and so the one on the right is fuel. So let's label that real quick, fuel. And then the other one, what's this one supposed to be labeled? Fuel and source. We'll do fuel and source, that works. So if we fill up the fuel with coal, that should go in there, and then the source with the copper. Now this won't go very far, but it'll take at least some items, and it should move them eventually. Are we getting stuck somewhere? Oh, powered rail. Oh, but it looks like it's working. So there's coal in here, coal in here, coal in here. All right, and so if we move along here, there is not enough coal, probably. Or the coal is getting bunched up. Is it getting bunched up? Oh, it's in the hoppers behind. What's happening? Sorry, I'm trying to do this on the fly. Or did I just not have enough coal? So coal's going in this. A block of redstone. That doesn't help that that's in there. There's a bunch of mess in here. That's half the battle. It's clogging stuff up. And oh, well, it got it. Got the smooth stone, the stone over there, and the copper smelted, so it kind of works, I guess. It's a mystery how it worked, but it's working. So I won't question it, I guess. If I take that one and that one out, alright, that looks a tad bit better. This is not meant to be a good-looking place, that's for sure, but I'll have to do some repairs by the looks of it, so at least it's tolerable. But we're going to leave it like this. And, oh, this is smelting. Alright, okay. So there's coal in there. There's coal in there. Oh, it doesn't go all, there's not enough, I don't have enough coal to go all in the, so it's doing 7 at a time. It's taking too long, so it's going into a bunch of them. Alright, well that makes a little bit of sense. But, so the way this works is there's hopper minecarts in the back. Now that they're running, I don't want to mess with them. But the items get taken from these chests, and the fuel is ran along this back hopper line into the back of the furnaces, which becomes the furnace's fuel. And the source blocks are put through the top of these furnaces, and so they go in the top section here, fuel goes in the bottom, and then once both spots in the furnaces are filled up, they just automatically smelt. The hopper collection system takes them to this chest, and we can get rid of them here. We can take the items right away from here. So that works. That was a chaotic scene, and I do apologize for that, not having good commentary at all. It was a little terrible. But I'll probably end up cleaning this place up later on. I think to get rid of all this nastiness for this smelter array, but it works, so I'm going to leave it and not mess with it right now. But what I'm going to do with the rest of today's episode, since I did all of this off camera, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing, so it ended up becoming a Shulkercraft lookup type of ordeal. Oh, by the way, Shulkercraft, if you ever watch this, thank you so much. You guys do wonderful jobs with that. But it truly is really impressive what you guys do. Time in and time out. But since I did do this kind of all by myself in terms of having this done off camera, I think I owe you guys the liberty of actually, we do an iron farm today for the rest of today's episode, because it needs to be done anyway. Just look at my base. Look at all the, I don't want to mine all this again, and I've got a big beacon pyramid. I'm tired of mining iron. We need an iron farm, so let's get working on that next. And I think I'm actually going to do it close to the base just because it's convenient and it needs to be done. If you're wondering how I got furnaces, it was this cobblestone generator that I haven't shown off in a video in a long time because I didn't use it for a long time until I needed to now. And with haste, this is actually really good. So this cobblestone generator has been a lifesaver for me. But I haven't really shown it off very much in an episode, and that's because I didn't really use it until now when I absolutely had to. But I think this is actually probably a good space for an iron farm. But it's going to be done in the sky, which means a whole lot of, well, not a whole lot, but at least 2 villagers will have to be brought from a village to be transported here. But I'm going to make the platform first, I think, for the iron farm. I'm doing it up in the air so that I don't have to worry about iron golems spawning on the ground, and then we can just get a zombie and all that taken care of. I need to do this. I need to do this now because I really need iron. I really need iron badly. So I'm gonna work on this, and I'll catch you guys when I get some villagers and whatnot up here. If it was not already painfully evident today, I am a moron. In fact, I'm so much of a moron that I had corrupted game files for about 45 minutes worth of video footage that I was going to put in today's video, and that was with in reference to, oh boy, my inventory is a hot mess. With this iron farm, I grabbed stone and I had transported villagers, and I was about to say, when I realized something was gone wrong, I was about to say, oh, it looks like we're getting close to being done. We just have to find a spawning platform for our iron golems. But it turns out that it was all already done, and OBS was being OBS Studio. So we have villagers stuck in here, and they're getting scared by the multiple zombies I have. Ow, don't hit me. I don't want you to die. And I had my entire rail system down. I renamed one of them so it doesn't despawn. The other ones are kind of just going to fend for themselves, I guess. But I'm so upset that I didn't have that, and it's frustrating me. But this is what we got. It's not symmetrical, and it looks terrible. I am well aware of that. You don't need to tell me. What I don't understand is why the iron golems aren't spawning, and I'm just getting scared of my just willy-nilly jumping around here this far off the ground. I don't know why the iron golems aren't spawning, but we'll just kind of have to wait and see, I guess. Does this have to be dirt? It might have to be dirt, not smooth stone. Or not smooth stone, but not regular stone. Because I pulled this out of my storage system. That might not be what we want. But I had rails. I used my powered rails. I had everything going, and I'm so frustrated that I lost all that. But also, I did a dumb move again, and I broke my way up here. So here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to see if I can actually make this jump. Because I had rails. I need to get ladders is what I need to do. And water buckets. Oh, I do have... I forgot I renamed a bunch of them. Let's rename these guys. I have one Dave, and we're going to have multiple Daves. But I'm a moron and forgot that I can actually do that. I just renamed a bunch, but my brain didn't work, as per usual. Also, this design sucks. How do I get up here? Let's not ruin the whole thing, please. That would be something that I would completely and totally do. We'll do blocks of iron because I've got some still. I just need to get more of them. Right, rename Dave. There's Dave 1. Are you a Dave? You are now a Dave. Alright, so we got multiple Daves, which is good. But we don't have golems, which is kind of frustrating me. So I'll have to look into that. I'm going to probably end up using Shulker Craft again, but it's what I got to do. But thank you guys for letting me, or not letting me, but thank you guys for producing content that I can copy off of. But I'm still trying to find my whereabouts in this, but I'll have to come back to this. So I'm going to land on the tree. Oh, that didn't take very much damage. All right, well, actually, the brute force of that's probably my my armor that took the grunt of that. But I got to figure out why I can't get golems to spawn, and I also need to get ladders. So let's go do that, and then we will finish up this iron farm. But this time I will not have corrupted video files. Also, I like OBS Studio for recording, but sometimes it can be really sucky. Well, another thing has happened. OBS was done yet again. I lost when I was trying to just troubleshoot, figuring out what was going wrong on this platform. I thought maybe I extend the length of these little chambers for the villagers. It didn't work. Then I tried extending the length of where the zombies can spawn, or not spawn, but can walk around. That didn't work. But OBS recording is being stupid, so I might have to look for an alternative for the next video that I do, which will probably be another StarCraft episode, actually, because I haven't been doing those lately. But as far as I can tell from what I'm doing, everything should be correct. So I'm going to have to actually, wait and ask for your guys' assistance, because I don't know what's happening, what's going wrong. So if you guys wouldn't mind telling me what I'm doing wrong, I've got 4 chambers with a bed in each one, and there's villagers in each one. And I've got 3 zombies named Dave, and they're close enough to them that they're getting scared. But I don't know what's going wrong. Ooh, lightning. But I don't know what's going wrong. So we'll have to hold up on that and see what's the problem there. Oh, there's a lightning rod. I forgot to put a lightning rod up there. But I'll just have to hold up on that. But I'll have to wait for you guys' assistance on that, because I don't know what's going on there. That iron farm is being done. And the thing is I've had so many issues with iron farms so far in this series that I really didn't want to make one, and now I have to make one. So that's what's going on there. But I don't know how much time I've got left in today's episode, because I don't know how much OBS actually recorded and how much it didn't, because I keep getting encoding errors every other time I tried to record a clip. So I will check actually what we got for a video for an episode, and then we'll see if we can do anything else in today's video. So because of the way that clips have actually been not working for me lately, I do have some time in today's episode, so I'm going to just dump all this in here and deal with it later. I might want a little bit of the iron, but I'm just going to dump all this in here. We'll figure it out at a later date. But what do we want to do in the rest of today's episode? I'm thinking, why do I have the anvil still with me? Why? Since I'm going to leave that for the time being until I know what's going on, I think that what we're going to actually be doing today is I think we're actually going to be going on a little bit of an adventure, because I'm just going to show you guys what I'm able to do with my elytra at the moment, because I figured out how to do flight duration rockets. It's just adding more gunpowder to the crafting recipe. So I actually was able to do some flight duration 3 rockets, and I want to show those off. Because they're really, really cool, and I really, really like them. So we've got our elytra, and we are going to throw it on, and then don't put those in the offhand, otherwise we'll end up going forever away. And then I think we're actually going to go over near the ravine building project. Why? I don't know, but I want to go on an adventure, and I thought I had building materials here to maybe do a building while we're over there. So I'm going to quickly check how much cobble do I have. I got a little bit of cobble. I'll take some cobble. I'm going to probably do a little bit of the building that I had started a long time ago and see how that looks. I got some smooth stone. I need some wood of some sort. Do I have any red terracotta? I wonder if I have any terracotta like that. I'd want red. There's red. I'm blind. Holy cow. And then a wood type. A wood type, I think we can just do oak for now. So let's take some oak, and let's make our escape out of the base. So we'll just come up here, and then we can fly. And I know how rockets work now. I said I know how... Oh, I did too. Rats. I was saying I know how rockets work now, so I only have to use one, but that didn't work. But let's just fly on over here to the mountain, and stuff is loading very slowly for some reason, and it's kind of bugging me. But as we're coming over here, I think we're going to build a building, maybe not necessarily up at the top here, but close to it. Because I want there to be some, not automatic, but some farms in here, in these buildings, that I'm going to be cutting out. And I think where I'm actually going to want a building is right here, right across from here. My plans for this area are ever changing, so we gotta kind of see what we can do here. But I want to build the front of it, I think. And it's not going to look very great because it'll just be the front of a building for the time being. But it'll change because I want some utility here as well. But I think I'm going to actually do a barn-looking thing because barns are kind of my thing. And I think if I do something like this for the shape. And then I can throw that in there and then bring this down. I wonder how that'll look. So if I do this as a building type, and I'll run this right into here, all right, and then throw that there, all right, and then I need smooth stone, perfect, and I think this will be smooth stone. Throw that in there. I'm not sure how I like this. It'll depend also when I get a walkway through here. This is all going to be walkway interconnected with each other. But if I do this and then throw that, probably want red terracotta there. This is going to be a really weird building because it's in a corner. But I wanted to start with this one because this is going to be where I'm going to have farms. But if I do this, let's dig it in a little bit. And we'll throw down more of the flooring. I think that'll also help it a little bit, look a little bit better. And we can dig this out a little bit. I know what I want it to look like, and it's not getting there, and I think that's just because lack of intelligence on how to get it there. I think that the terracotta actually should go here, which also doesn't help. I'm trying to do irregular shapes when I don't need to. And we'll just make this like a normal archway. A square archway. We'll just do that normally. So we'll do that. We'll make it symmetrical for now. It doesn't look great like this, I don't think, but it'll tie together once people see what I'm doing. Do I have any more of those slabs here actually? So can I connect? Can I connect what I've got going on here? I don't. I don't think I do. No. I got a little bit of some oak. Who am I kidding? I've got a bunch of oak. I just need to use it. So if I do this, what I want to do is I want to have varying platforms like this with slabs. And I want them to all be kind of sort of connected to each other. Kind of like this. Is kind of... Oh, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Whew. That could have been a problem. Well. Now I gotta get back up. Oh, I've got my elytra on. I'm a moron. I could have just glided down. That would have been better. Okay, well, I'm gonna go up here. And then we can work on getting back into the swing of building this stuff up. And I'm sorry for the slowness all of a sudden, but I am slow, so it's getting bad. And this whole episode, I apologize for. It's been rough. So I'll have to do better at that in the future. But if we do something like this, and then we have a platform kind of like that, I think that'll look alright. Because I'm going to want them interconnected anyways. So this is going to be a stairway that'll probably be pretty temporary. This probably won't be because it's going to be a town looking thing. So it's going to build from a town down there and it's going to go all the way up there. And this is a long-term project, but this is kind of what I'm thinking. And we can start with this here and then build it out No. Yeah, we can. It won't be very symmetrical, but that's okay because it's all going to be interconnected. So actually, what we want to do is we want to take this torch and place it over here where it'll still do good. We'll put one there too, just because, and pull that off. And for the time being, this will be all the way across. That might change, but for the time being, that's what I'm going to be doing, so I still have access across. And this is going to be connected here. And then I'm going to have some sort of staircase up there, probably of a wood platform of similar vein. And then it'll all kind of be of varying heights and levels and degrees here. And I do want to do a shout out, like I've been shouting out Shulkercraft for the designs that I've been trying to do with an iron farm and a super smelter. But I gotta do a shout out to Green as well, because his video on what a ravine base would kind of look like is the entire inspiration from here. I did it again. I did it again. Let's try. That didn't work. Oh, that didn't work at all, and I'm lucky I'm alive. That was rough. That was rough. I should have died there. Speaking of which, I am struggling so much. Let's try it again. Ooh. Barely survived that one too. Now I'm stuck here. Sorry, I am getting distracted. This is my brain right now. But what I was saying, is Grian was the entire inspiration for this. I know I've been doing some pretty big YouTuber inspirations from larger influencers, but that's okay. They've been helping me out, and with inspiration. So I thank them for that. But that was the whole point of this kind of project. I liked it. I was like, I can probably do something similar. I want to start my own style. So that's why this has taken so long too, is I had to develop a style too. But this is what this building will start like, and I think I'm actually running out of time, so I'm actually going to have to not work on that anymore, but I will do that in the next couple episodes, maybe not the next one, because the next one I'd like to get this iron farm up, if I can ever figure out what's wrong with this iron farm. But this will probably be my sign-off. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for many things. Number one, I'm sorry for doing a whole hextuple or sextuple, however the 6 is pronounced, beacon array. I'm sorry I did that off camera, but I was bored during break and decided that I wanted to do it and didn't record. And then I'm sorry for all the updates on the iron farm now coming through because of OBS Studio. But I'll try to get this figure out what's going on, and we'll work on it in the next episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. It does mean a lot, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Adios and take care.